Kia ora, I'm Justin,
And I'm Will.
and today we're going to take you through a twisted flow. Nearly every yoga pose can be turned into a twist, a variation of that pose. And today we'll bring you back to some familiar shapes, introducing those twists, drawing your attention to how different they may feel. So, for today's practice, all you need is a mat, maybe a block or prop. Let's get started. Today we're starting in a seated Sukhasana. So come into a comfortable cross-legged position. Doesn't matter which leg is in front or back. And let's rest our fingertips on either sides of our hips. Relax our shoulders, chin parallel to the ground, and focus on stacking the head above the shoulders and the shoulders above the hips. Let's just start with some movement for the shoulders to start. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, big breath in. And then exhale, sweep the arms back down. 2 more times. Use the inhale to sweep up. Feel the expansion through your side ribs. And the exhale to gently settle into your seat. Last one here like this. Big breath in. Maybe glance up. And exhale, come back down. Adding some side flexion now. Both arms sweep up to the sky. Take a big breath in. Left arm comes down. Use the next inhale to reach up and over, reaching to your left side. Exhale, settle into your seat, making sure your sitting bones are connected to the ground. Hold here for 1 breath. Focus on opening your chest. Exhale, relax. Use your next inhale now to sweep up to the sky, both arms up. Let's do the other side. Right arm comes down. Next inhale, we reach up and over. Exhale to settle in. And hold here for a few breaths, focusing on stacking your top shoulder, feeling that stretch through the front body, preparing you for the twists ahead. First twist of the practice. Take a deep breath in, sweep your arms up to the sky. Left hand to right knee, right hand comes behind you. It's our first twist, so let's stay nice and gentle here. No need to pull. Focus more on extending the crown of your head to the sky, relaxing the shoulders, finding length in your spine. And maybe glancing over your back shoulder. Let's do the other side now. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, square your shoulders towards the front, and twist the other way. Find that length by extending the crown of your head to the ceiling and looking over your back shoulder. Take a big breath in, sweep your arms up to the sky, and just to neutralize everything, a gentle forward fold. This isn't about coming low or far. It's just about resting your hands down and feeling a stretch, a tug in the lower back, maybe around the hips. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. Turn your eye gaze down towards your hands or the floor. And first, fancy transition of this practice. Walk your hands back towards your body. Stack the head above the shoulders above the hips. Glance down to your legs and identify which leg is closest to you. So for me, it's this leg, which means this hand needs to come behind. We'll use this position now to transition, twisting into Sukhasana with the other leg in front. And in order to do that, all you have to do is press into the hand, press into your feet, lift your hips. Your free hand crosses over behind you. And when you land back down, the other leg should be in front. And if it's not, all you have to do is lean back and swap your ankles, making sure that you're still in Sukhasana with the opposite leg in front. Let's do our twists on this side now. Fingertips to either side. We'll start to the left. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Take a big breath in. Right arm to left knee. Other hand comes behind you. This time, extend the crown of your head towards the sky, and then gently pull into the knee, looking over your back shoulder. take this opportunity to notice the subtle differences. Maybe with your legs crossed this way, things feel different. One more big breath in. Final opportunity to gently pull a bit deeper, getting into the twist, feeling it into your belly, your obliques. And on your next inhale, sweep up to the sky. Let's twist the other way. Exhale, find your twist, set yourself up, crown to the ceiling, shoulders relaxed, and then gently pull, looking over your back shoulder. One more big breath in. Use the exhale to maybe pull a bit deeper. And once again, we sweep up to the sky, squaring our shoulders and folding forward. Maybe this time we reach a bit further. Doesn't have to be deep. You can stay on your fingertips. Maybe you bring your elbows down. But whatever you do, see if you can find some space between your shoulders and your ears. Slowly walk the hands back up towards your body. And now we'll make our way into tabletop. So as I mentioned, every pose, almost every pose in yoga can have a twist. We've just done it in cross-legged, and we'll introduce twists now in our tabletop. First, hands come under shoulders, knees under hips. Make sure that your index fingers, your pointer fingers, are in front, pointing directly forward. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. This will create a little bit of an opening in your shoulders. Let's do a few cat-cows to prepare the spine. Glance at the gap between your thumbs. We'll start with cat with our exhale. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, push the ground away. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Find your Majadhyasana. Inhale into cow, Bitalasana. Drop the belly, tailbone scoops out, eye gaze goes forward. Couple more of each. Find your pace and find your rhythm here. Find the range that feels good for you. Play around with your edge. Next time you inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Once you're in your tabletop, find your left hand. Place the left hand forward. Right hand stays where it is. Shift your weight into the left hand and sweep your right arm up to the sky. Big open twist here. Try to keep your hips stable. Take another big breath in. And this time, scoop the hand underneath your armpit. Palm stays up to the sky. Reach away from you. Lower the shoulder and lower the temple onto the ground. Focus on your hips. They tend to shift. Can you bring them back to the center of your mat? And notice if that changes any sensations in the body. You can bring this a bit further with me or stay with Will by extending your left arm forward. Feeling that stretch from hip to armpit. If your arm is extended long, bring the hand back towards your face. Press into the left hand and counter pose. Sweep the right arm up to the sky. And then lower the hand down. Let's take a cat-cow just to bring everything back into alignment. Hands under shoulders. Look at the gap between your thumbs. Take a big breath in. Exhale into your cat. Inhale into your cow. Right hand comes forward, one handprint. And we do the same on the other side. Focus on sweeping the left arm up to the sky. Take a big breath in. If the shoulders are feeling tight, you can always bend your elbow, bring the fingertips to your shoulder, and focus on sending the elbow up. Gives you a bit more range. Lower the hand down. Scoop it underneath your armpit. Lower the shoulder, lower the temple. Look at the gap underneath the armpit here. Left palm to the sky. Hips centered to the mat. And with me, option 2, Reach out in front of you with the right hand for that stretch through your side body. Gently bring the hand back towards your shoulder or face. Press into the ground, counter pose, sweep up to the sky. And then one cat-cow, just to bring everything back into balance. Hands on the shoulders, take a big breath in. And then exhale, cat pose. Inhale into cow. And we come back to neutral spine. Next up, we're going to be coming down prone onto our bellies. So walking your hands towards the top end of your mat, send your legs back and gently lower all the way down until you're flat on the belly. Shake your hips side to side to release any tension, and then bring both arms out wide in a T shape, palms down to the ground. We'll start with the right hand. Bring the right hand by your right chest or shoulder. Since the right hand is in, we bend the right knee. Point your toes to the ceiling, and can you lift your leg up, trying to touch the ceiling? We're going to use that lift now to reach up and over. Maybe the leg floats with will, or maybe the toes touch down, knees point to the sky with me. Now, this is a big stretch for the shoulder and for the chest. If your shoulder's feeling tender here, you can slide your hand down towards your hip. This will still give you the stretch in the chest while taking the edge away from your shoulder. Let's stay here for one breath. Can you send that breath into the side body that's pointing to the sky? Take a big breath in. And we use the exhale to roll onto our bellies. Once you're on your belly, arms go back wide, and we just rock the hips side to side to release any tension in the lower back. Let's do the other side. Left hand comes down and in by the chest or shoulder. Bend the left knee, point your toes to the sky. From here, lift the leg up and then use that height to reach up and over. Toes can float or toes can touch down, pointing your knee up to the sky. Once again, if the shoulder's feeling tight, and we all have a good side and a better side, option is to slide the hand down by your hip to take a lot of the tension away from the shoulder while still stretching through the chest, twisting through the belly. Take a big breath in, send the breath into your side body, and then exhale, roll onto the belly. Shake the hips side to side. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Push up onto your knees. Tuck your toes. Shift your hips up to the sky. Downward facing dog. So in today's practice, as we modify familiar shapes, introducing twists, we'll use vinyasas to flush out and transition from one shape to the other. Let's practice our vinyasa now. From your downward facing dog, soften the knees, lift the heels, find length in your spine, sending your sitting bones to the sky, ears in line with your biceps. Let's ripple forward into plank. Option, you can drop your knees to the ground with will, or stay high with me on your toes. Spiral your elbow creases forward. This will allow you to bend the elbows, keeping them close to your body. Lower all the way down to the ground, shifting your weight forward. Once you're on your belly, untuck your toes. Baby cobra. Lift your chest, squeeze your glutes. Use the strength in your back to bring height through your chest. And then lower back down. Push up onto your knees or press up with me and shift your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. This vinyasa will be used throughout the practice to flush things out. But we could also introduce a twist in our downward facing dog. Focus on the 4 points of contact you're making with the ground beneath you. Shift your weight into your right hand and both feet. Come up onto your left fingertips. And then from here, you can walk your hand diagonally towards your opposite foot. Doesn't have to reach for the foot, but if you'd like, you can hold on to your ankle, your calf, or even your thigh. Look underneath your right armpit, coming into the twist, dropping your opposite shoulder. From here, walk the hand back to the top of your mat, and let's just twist the other way. Find your 3 points of contact. Make the right hand nice and light, come onto your fingertips, and then walk diagonally towards the opposite leg. Hold on to the ankle, calf, thigh, or just reach and float, looking underneath the left armpit now. Walk the hands back towards the top end of your mat, and then gently tippy-toe your way to the top of your mat, all the way into a forward fold. From your forward fold, hands to shins. Inhale, come halfway up to a flat back. Soften the knees, close the gap between the belly and the thighs. And then to release tension in the lower back and hamstrings, forward fold. Keep that softness in the knees. Come all the way up. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Big breath in. And then hands to heart, exhale. Release the hands, give the body a shake. Step to the top of your mat if you're not quite there. And now we'll introduce some twists in some familiar shapes that you might not have thought of. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Feet could be together or hip width apart. I actually find this one a little bit easier if my feet are a little bit wider under my hips rather than touching. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Hands to shins. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Bring your fingertips to the floor. It could be palms or fingertips, whatever's most comfortable, and you can bend both knees generously. Look directly to the floor and place your left hand on that spot. So now your feet and your left hand are forming a triangle. Can you lift your left heel and just slightly straighten the right leg even more? Doesn't have to be straight, just a little bit straighter. That already might be enough to feel more stretch in the hamstring, but we can bring more stretch with a twist. Sweep your right arm up to the sky. Take a big breath in, stack your shoulders, and from here, can you straighten that right leg even more? Feeling it through the side of the thigh, the IT band, the hamstrings, the tensor fascial latae muscle. Take a big breath in, and then lower your arm down. Lower your left heel. Hands come under your shoulders. Inhale, come halfway up, hands to shins, flat back. And right away, we'll do the other side. Exhale, forward fold. Set yourself up with your 3 points of contact. Right hand goes directly beneath the face, forming a triangle with your feet. Slightly lift your right heel and slightly straighten your left leg until you feel that edge, that stretch. Once there, sweep your left arm up to the sky. Take a big breath in. Option is to straighten the leg even more. Whew. We all have a good side and we all have a better side. This is definitely my good side. What about you, Will? How are you doing over there?
Probably same, I'd say.
Same. I'm
Same.
jealous. All right, not me. I am not balanced. Take another big breath in. Lower the arm down. Lower the heel. And let's flush it out with a vinyasa. First, halfway up. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands and step back into a plank. On your knees with Will or on your toes with me, we all lower all the way down. Baby cobra, or if you'd like, you come higher up in your cobra, pressing into your hands, but keeping a soft bend in the elbows, and then lower back down. Tuck your toes, push up onto your knees or press up, and shift your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Introducing a twist to our lunges now. Let's start with our right leg. Sweep the right leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog, knee to chest. Rock forward to plank and step the foot in between the hands. Lower the back knee down. Untuck the back toes. Keep the left hand where it is and sweep your right arm up to the sky. Now, again, if the shoulders are feeling really tight, you can bend your elbow, bring your fingertips to your shoulder, and that might allow you to reach higher up with the elbow, giving you that stretch, that twist. Now, rather than reaching up, can you press down into the ground to find more height, engaging and feeling the twist through your belly a bit more, then reaching even higher up with your right hand. Take a big breath in and lower the hand down, frame the foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Let's rinse it out with a vinyasa. Step back to plank. Take it or leave it. Find your way into your downward facing dog. From down dog, three-legged dog. Left heel sweeps up to the sky. Knee to chest, rock forward, step through, lower the back knee. Right hand stays down, untuck the toes, sweep the left arm up to the sky. Take the option with the elbow if the shoulder's feeling tight, and find height by pressing down, then reaching. Should feel like a stretch through your front body, a twist through the belly, and maybe down, a stretch into the glute. Take another big breath in, lower the arm down, vinyasa, tuck the back toes, lift the back knees, step back to plank, knees or toes. If you want more power, chaturanga, lower halfway down, hover here, point the toes away, and now up dog, press into your hands, knees, and thighs off the mat, finishing in downward facing dog. From here, look up to your thumbs, come high up on the balls of your feet, bend the knees, tippy toe, step, or hop up to your hands. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky, bring the palms together, and then exhale down to your heart. Give the body a shake. Turn side on so that you've got a runway to work with on your mat. Find the middle of your mat, and then find a wide-legged stance. So you can heel toe wider or simply step. Find your edge, find your range. Just make sure that your toes are slightly in, your heels slightly out. This will help with the knees, and the internal rotation will help with the forward fold we're about to do. And don't worry if you're not so sure about the width that you're in. You can always adjust when you've come down. Sweep your arms up to the sky, take a big breath in, and then swan dive, hinge at the hips and forward fold. In your forward fold, let's not go too deep right away. Place the hands underneath your shoulders and then decide if you want to adjust your foot stance. You can go wider, you can go narrower, whatever feels right for you today. Now, in this wide-legged forward fold, we tend to often shift our weight back into our heels, dumping into the hips, just really leveraging our skeleton to do all the work. But what happens if you shift your weight slightly forward into the hands, into the balls of the feet? Do you notice any changes? Do you notice any difference? Ultimately, it's your practice, so make it your own and find which position feels best for you today. Let's do some twists. We're going to start with our left hand. So left hand comes directly below your face. Same 3 points of contact we had before. The hand and the feet form a triangle. Press into your left hand and sweep your right arm up to the sky. Option fingertips to shoulder, pointing the elbow up. Eye gaze can be up or down. Press down to find more height. Use the principles that we've learned so far to get into this twist. Take a big breath in and then lower the hand down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and this time let's release the lower back by softening the elbows and going deeper into the fold. Maybe looking at the gap between your legs. Maybe even bringing your forearms down to the ground. It's a big stretch for the hammies. Lots of opening through the hips. Slowly come up. Hands under shoulders. Press the ground away. Right hand comes directly beneath you, forming the 3 points of contact, your base of support for this twist. Let's lift. Left hand sweeps up to the sky. Big breath in. Pressing into the ground for height, reaching up. Option fingertips to shoulder. Take a big breath in and then lower down to the ground. Final forward fold here. Go as low as feels good for you and take any hand variation you want. You can walk your hands in between the gap between your legs, or you can reach for ankles or big toes, or again, coming down onto your forearms. Whatever version you're in, relax your shoulders. Let the upper body feel heavy. And breathe. Slowly bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Press the ground away. Come into a half fold here. Come up onto your fingertips. Brace your core. Take a deep breath in. Hands to heart or hips. Hold. Next, inhale. Come up. And then heel toe your feet closer together, shaking the legs out. And once again, stepping to the top of your mat. Roll the shoulders up and back. Let's rinse it out with another vinyasa. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway up to a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Uttanasana, forward fold. Exhale, plant the hands. Vinyasa. Take your pick. Whatever feels good for you. And as always, vinyasas can be skipped. Finishing in downward facing dog. In or down dog, tippy toe step or hop up to your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, new move, chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, sit back, sit low, sweep the arms up to the sky. If the shoulders are tight, bring the hands to heart or hips. From your chair pose, can you point your tailbone downwards? We're not tucking in the tailbone. We're simply pointing down to shorten the distance between our lower ribs and our hips. This will brace the core. When you glance down, if you can't see your toes, shift your hips back or come a little bit higher. We can twist here. Bring your hands to your heart, elbows wide, and we'll start twisting to the right. Use the power of your core, your obliques, to slowly turn to the right. Keep your thumb knuckles in line with your heart. If your other knee has drifted forward, pull it back to square your hips. This is an active twist. We're not just simply finding the shape and hooking in. We're working to hold it. Relax your shoulders. Take a big breath in. Exhale, come back to the center.
Oh, it's more work than you think.
It is a lot more work. I'm feeling in the IT band, the outer thigh. Take a big breath in. Let's just twist the other way. Turn in the other direction. This active twist recruits the obliques, stabilizes through your transverse abdominis. And again, if that knee's drifted, pull it back to square your hips. Now let's release the tension. Come back to center. Take a big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to shins. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Big inhale. And then exhale, hands can rest on either sides of the body. Shake the legs out. Shake the body. We can take this twist even further. Set yourself up for your chair. Feet could be together or hip width apart. If the feet are together, keep a gap between your heels. Roll the shoulders up and back. We'll use our inhale to shift into Utkatasana chair. Inhale, bend the knees, sit back, sit low, sweep down and up. Big inhale. Focus on your alignment. Tailbone down. See your toes. Shift back if you need. Bring your hands to your heart. Press the thumb knuckles against your chest this time. Elbows wide, shoulders relaxed. First, actively twist to the right, turning into the twist, and then hook the elbow on the outside of your knee. Here you can really tell if one knee's drifted forward. Pull it back, bring alignment, and find the bind in your twist. Some might find it easier, some find this a lot harder. You really got to explore to see what it will mean for you. Let's do the other side. Inhale through center, lift the chest. Exhale, twist and hook. Focus on alignment, and you can find more grip, more power by pressing your palms together, getting you deeper into the twist, pointing the elbows down and up. Take another big breath in and out. And use the next inhale to come into your chair facing forward. Exhale, release. Forward fold. Plant the hands. Let's take a vinyasa to rinse it out. Step back to plank. I'm taking the knees this time, but you can go from plank to floor or chaturanga. Find your back bend and finish in downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, tippy toe your way up to your hands. Come halfway up. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Hands can rest on either side or to your heart. Shake it. Step forward. And we can take this even further. What? Now, this isn't quite chair. We're going to go into a toe pose, but we'll use that to then twist and go into our twisted crow. Roll the shoulders up and back. I like to have my feet really close together for this one, so toes touching, but space between the heels. We will start in chair, Utkatasana. Take a big breath in, bend the knees, sit back, sit low, sweep down and up. And then bring your hands to your heart. From here, lift your heels, shift the weight into the balls of your feet, and just travel as low as you can go. Now, if you can balance on your toes, ankles together, knees together, chest up, shoulders stacked above your hips, you can stay here. Or, again, we twist. Turning to your right, first active twist, and then we can use this position to set ourselves up for our twisted crow. For twisted crow, think chaturanga for your arms. So a bend in the elbow will be needed to form a shelf. Tuck your elbows on the sides of your thigh. Now, in this orientation, the left elbow and the left thigh will make contact. The right one may or may not, and that'll depend on your anatomy. From there, bring your hands down to the floor, shoulder width apart. Come high up on the balls of your feet. Start to shift your weight into your hands. And as you do so, start to bend the elbows to form that shelf. Once you form that shelf, maybe
You stay, or maybe you float the legs. To find your balance, you need to press into your fingertips, actively pressing through your hands. And if you wobble or fall out, that's all part of the practice. How do you go?
Not bad.
Let's break it down a little bit more technically. So we'll get Will to reposition himself and take the twist once again. So we'll start off in our toe balancing pose, heels lifted, shoulders stacked above the hips. This will help you get the alignment that you need to find the balance in transition. Bringing his hands to his heart, he can then actively twist and then bringing the hands down to the floor, placing the elbow or elbows along the side of the thigh. Now this is the shelf. The upper part of the arm, the humerus, is going to act as a shelf for the transference of the body weight. Coming up onto his toes, lifting his heels, he can begin to shift forward, placing the weight into his hands. The toes naturally become lighter. And from here, they may or may not float. And he doesn't know I'm going to do this, but once you're here, you can even extend the legs long and open the legs wide into Kundinyasana for something a little bit different. Ooh, bit of a surprise there, Will, I'm sorry. Ooh, touching down, you can then rinse your wrists. And this is a great way to practice an arm balance that's safe because you're close to the floor. And if you're worried about the surface, feel free to grab a pillow or double up on some towels just for a bit of padding. Makes the approach feel a lot safer. And now that we've explored a bit more technique on our side crow, let's take it from the top for the other side. Stand up and come to the top of your mat. Set yourself up for chair. Roll the shoulders up and back and open your palms. Inhale into chair, bend the knees, sit back, sit low, sweep the arms up to the sky. And then bring your hands down to your heart. From here, we go low and as low as we can go, eventually lifting the heels, coming into our toe balancing pose. Now we're going to use the same principles we used before and find our shelf. First, we twist to the left. Hook the elbow on the outside of the thigh. Again, it may be one or both depending on your anatomy. Hands come down to the floor, shoulder width apart. Come high up on the balls of your feet, lift the heels, start to lean into that shelf, bend the elbows, and start to shift your weight into your hands until your toes float, pressing into your fingertips to find balance. And then touch down. Come up and twist. And then from here, bring your hands down to the floor. And let's flush it out with a vinyasa. Forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, step back to plank. And take your vinyasa. Knees or toes, all the way or halfway down. Coming into your back bend. Finishing in your downward facing dog. Come high up on the balls of your feet, bend the knees, tippy toe, and step all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky, big breath in. Palms come together, hands to heart. Roll the shoulders up and back, open your palms. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, big breath in. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Come halfway up, flat back, hands to shins. Release through your exhale, forward fold, plant the hands and take a vinyasa. This is your last vinyasa. So you can go knees or toes all the way or halfway down into the back bend of your choice and finishing in downward facing dog. From our downward facing dog, come high up on the balls of your feet, bend the knees, tippy toe step or hop up to your hands.
halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Biggest breath yet. Hands to heart, exhale. Shake it out. We've got one more twist. One more twist to finish this practice.
No more surprises?
No more surprises. Just a supine twist. So from the top of your mat, we'll transition with that toe balancing pose from before. So bring your feet close together. Maybe the toes touch. Roll the shoulders up and sweep your arms up to the sky. Take a big breath in. Option, lift your heels for even more height. Bring your hands down to your heart. And once there, start to bend the knees forward, shifting the hips back, keeping the heels lifted. We come into toe balancing pose. And then we transition onto our backs. Now you can use your hands, you can roll back, you can do whatever you want. Or if you want to get fancy, you can go through an L sit. Bringing your hands to the floor, pointing your fingers forward. Shift the weight into the hands, extend the legs, shift your hips back, hover, and touch down. Slowly roll your spine out like you're rolling out your yoga mat and come onto your backs. From here, let's start with the left leg. Bring the left knee in towards your chest. Extend the right leg long. Grab the outside of your left knee with your right hand, and the left hand can go out, palm open to the sky. Now, I like to shift my hips a little bit to the left here. Gives me more range to gently pull onto the knee, guiding the knee across the body. Now, in order for this to be a twist, you must keep your shoulders on the ground. So focus less on how low your knee goes and more on keeping the shoulder anchored. If the shoulder stays anchored, then you twist through the belly, through the obliques, getting that stretch. If your shoulder lifts, you end up just on your side and it's not really a twist anymore. It's just rolled over. So this way, with the knee floating or with the support of a block or prop, you can get a nice twist, feeling it maybe through the obliques, the side abs. Eye gaze can be to the sky, or for even more of a twist, look towards your left hand here so that you get lumbar, thoracic, and cervical spinal twists. We'll do the other side. First, turn your eye gaze to the ceiling if it's not there. Then roll onto your back, draw both knees in, take a few rocks side to side to release any tension in the lower back. Now, in order to correct the hips or the spine after any shifts, bring your feet flat on the floor, knees bent to the sky. We're not doing full bridge. We're just using this to lift the hips and lower back down, and that should bring your spine back into alignment. Bring the right knee in towards your chest, slide the left leg long, and we twist the other way. Left hand on the outside of the right knee, right hand goes out in line with the shoulder, palm up. Shift your hip to the right for a bit more space, and then gently guide the knee across, keeping the shoulder anchored, allowing the knee to float or touch down on a block, a bolster, a prop, or the floor if you've got the range. Again, if we lift the shoulder, we tend to roll onto the side and we're not getting the twist. So keeping the shoulder down and finding our edge here allows us to stretch through the obliques, through the side of the body. Eye gaze can be to the ceiling or to the palm of your hand. On this side, it's to the right. And I feel this twist even more if I take a big breath into the belly and exhale, maybe gently apply pressure onto the knee. Coming onto your backs, turn your eye gaze to the ceiling, roll onto the spine, bring the knees in, and this time knees nice and wide.
You can hold on to your kneecaps, to your thighs, or to the outsides of your feet, coming into Ananda Balasana, happy baby. Just take a few rocks side to side, massaging the lower back. If you've got any residual tension, you can bring your feet flat on the floor, knees bent to the sky, and windscreen wipe side to side as we slowly prepare for our final resting shape for our Shavasana. And when you've finished your movements, find your final resting shape, whatever that shape might be for you today. Might be seated, might be legs extended long, arms on either sides of the body, or maybe soles of the feet together, knees bent open wide. Slightly tuck in your chin so the back of the neck is nice and long. Feel the weight of your body connecting with the ground beneath you. And if it's comfortable for you, soften your gaze and close your eyes. Staying in your Shavasana however long you'd like to finish your practice today. We hope you enjoyed these twist variations with some of our classic yoga poses. If you'd like more content like this, or if there's a shape we missed, drop us a comment. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Matewa.